Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the back now goes in motion. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up for the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. And if you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. He's going to hand this off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Third down after that running play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Escapes the sack. He's escaping the pocket now. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Chris, I don't think he would have gotten the first down regardless, but a good job by this defense of knowing where the first down marker is and then coming in with bad intentions to create that turnover, get the ball back to their offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, handoff inside. Got space, looking to score. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
They'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Longhorns offense takes the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Or it's snapped to the back. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A quick throw out left, complete. In the clear at the 25. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
He'll hand it off. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. The quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy. He'll drop back here on third down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk. Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The short completion of the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Big hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
We go with a direct snap. Oh, he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Longhorns are looking to keep this drive going. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Texas, 0. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight to try to get themselves back into this game.
To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Running right through tacklers. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. The Wolverines come to the line with first and goal. Handoff to the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all when the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
Coming up, second down and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He'll throw it now. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Escapes the pocket. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Gets rid of it on the move. Accurate throw. Catch made right near the sideline.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
He's got it near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Final 10 seconds of the half. It'll be first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's picked off over there. What a play. And he just steps out of bounds, a takeaway to wrap up this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Caught quickly. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made down inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. They tack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And that one's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? At the 20, at the 10 now. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Man, that is every defensive lineman's dream. And he played running back in high school or Little League. He showed some tremendous athletic ability once he came up with that interception to take it into the end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, it's a 3-touchdown lead, 35-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Returner one down. Sets up the next drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. Catch made on the left side, and the defense brings him down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hand. So good job of showing some strength, and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this. Put so much pressure on this defense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Getting set. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
Direct snap to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Touchdown, Texas. Trying to come all the way back. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Receiver in motion now. Jet sweep. Receiver trying to find some room. And he makes the 2-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He hands it off from the gun. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Texas, 29.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught near the sideline. It's Brooks. downs after picking up a few yards on the play.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This quarterback is making his big plays in the most critical moments in this game. Not only does he come up with a first down, but he picks up huge yards. And how did it get done? Gets away from the rush, keeps his poise. And then how about him directing traffic as he moves downfield to pick up extra blockers? It's a really nice run.
The shotgun handoff here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Now it's second down here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaking free at the 35. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The Wolverines are going to keep this drive rolling. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down after that previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return. Offense takes the field. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Oh, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts, you stop the clock, the offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Here it is, first and goal. They need 7 points to take the lead. He'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
But anything at this point in the game, when you get down to first and goal and get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on second goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
Another handoff to him on second and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. As a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Longhorns. What a comeback. The ballgame is now tied.
I mean, this is an unbelievable game. We have seen everything in this game. A touchdown now with under 10 seconds to go. And believe it or not, they're an extra point away from winning this game.
Extra point try coming now. The PAT is up and good. They take a 1-point lead here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And it falls incomplete. The final play of the game as time runs out. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation.